he was down there.
Okay.
But he did end up attacking me later on at the hotel room after I got beat up by Jorge Masvidal. So that was fun.
What was the
All right. So let me give you a little context, a little backstory to this whole weekend. So Justin Weeman and I were rooming together, and then the heavyweights were rooming together. Delaney, Ron Faircloth, and Rothwell. So the morning of the fights, me and Justin get up, and I'm like, Justin, let's go across the street to the diner to get some food. So we didn't go wake up the heavyweights. We were just like, well, if they're sleeping, they're sleeping. We'll just go over there.
Yeah.
So me and Justin are eating, and all of a sudden here come the heavyweight guys, and they come walking by our table, and I scoot over like they're going to sit by us. And they're like, no, screw you guys. You don't want to wake us up to eat? Forget it. We're not going to eat with you. So I was just like, all right. And so they went and sat down on the other side of the restaurant. So I said to Justin, I'm like, Justin, let's Dumb and Dumber them. Let's get them. So Justin's like, yeah, okay. So me and Justin finished eating. The waitress comes over with our bill. And I was like, hey, Faircloth and the boys offered to pick up our tab. So just bring it to them. And she's like, okay. And I was like, hey, Ron. So Ron waves his hand and waves at us. And she goes and brings in the bill. So me and Justin get up and we take off running, and we go back to our room, and I lock the door. I put the chain on because I know Ben's going to freak out. So not more than 5 minutes later, Ben's banging down our door. Open the effing door. You guys owe us money, this and that. Ronnie and Mike Delaney are outside there cracking up. They're like, that was hilarious. They're like, shut up, Ben. They're like, that was hilarious.
You got to call security.
But the funny part about it was Ron was like, Ben, you didn't even pay for this. We paid for this. What are you mad about? So Ben was already upset with me because of that. So after the fights, we're in the hotel room. I'm laying on the bed, just like beat up. My eyes are black and blue. And Faircloth was all in his feelings because he didn't think he had a good fight that night, even though he won. I think he beat Wilson Govey. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, Wilson Govey. Yes.
Yeah. So. But he was like in his feelings for some reason. He thought he had a bad fight. So he's kind of like pissing and moaning. And he's like, man, I did really shitty. And me like beat up in a sarcastic voice. I'm like, yeah, Ron, you really sucked out there tonight. And as soon as I said that, Rothwell jumps on me. 275 pounds of Rothwell jumps on lightweight Brian Geraghty, who just got beat up by Jorge Masvidal. And then Ronnie gets up and starts yelling at Ben, like, Ben, what the hell are you doing? He's like, you can't say that about you. And I was like, what the hell is this guy's problem? So it was an interesting weekend.
Was Ben always like that in practice? Because I know like he left Strassers under like adverse circumstances.
Yeah.
He got kicked out. Is that what you mean?
He got kicked out.
Is that true?
Yeah,